wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's
Hello.
Dalethea. I am Travis. It's Wednesday, and that means it's Go Home Show
For
to Full Gear
Full
this
Gear.
Saturday.
Yes.
Pay-per-view. We should be doing predictions with Joe. Did you see if he had texted me back?
I did not. He said something about letting you know on Friday, I guess. Was that the last one you saw from him?
I have not seen anything.
Oh.
Anyways, it is Full Gear coming up, so it's Full Gear season, which basically just means it's the last pay-per-view of AEW's calendar year.
Yes. That is very true.
It looks like they're going to start this off with some Ricky Rodriguez or something, or Rodmero.
Rodmero?
I'm trying to think of Spanish names. Anyways, versus Daniel Bryan, a guy I've never even heard of or seen before. I think he wears like an eye patch.
Oh my god, why does he wear an
Like, I don't even know where this guy came from, and I heard somebody say, "Oh, I'm so excited to see that tonight." I'm like, bullshit. Call him bullshit.
Walter's in the chat, though. Hey, Walter, saying, hey, Travis and Dalethea, AEW, good tonight. Good match card.
Should be
and
very
Jim
good.
Ross, Excalibur, Tony Schiavone doing AEW commentary. Yes, they are. And he's going for Bryan Danielson for the win already. Aaron's out there in the chat saying, hey, guys, so excited for AEW. It's going to be lit. Hello, everybody.
Light it on fire.
Light it on fire. How about we don't light it on fire?
You can light it on fire.
Well, we saw what happened when Kenny Omega tried to light things on fire. He's not very good at it.
Like when the ring blew up, but it didn't really blow up, so it's kind of an embarrassment to all pyrotechnics.
Rocky Romero is
That's
his
close.
name.
I said something really similar to that.
Rocky Romero lost his eye in combat, I guess.
Like gay is...
So I guess
Two
he's
dudes
with the
kissing in the
Orange
park.
Cassidy group.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, he's with Orange Cass.
Hey, look, what's his face is back.
Trent.
Uh-huh. Nope. I'm sorry, that's not him. That's the other lackey that they have with them.
That's the young boy or whatever they call him.
No. The other guy with the beard. It's not a
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Chuck. It's not Chucky. It's the other one. Rehan is in the chat. Says, hi, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, where you're at.
India. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much. We'll be
You
here
excited to...
Sunday
Can you
for the
watch
troops.
AEW? Are you watching AEW?
You get to see us on AEW TV.
Oh,
All right, here we
We're
go.
starting right now. It's happening, guys.
Ricky Ricardo.
Oh, he wants to give him a good handshake. Ooh.
Yeah. Nothing more exciting than sportsmanship in wrestling.
Yeah, sportsmanship.
Lock it up.
They're like, I want to be your best friend. Forever.
Dude is smaller than Daniel Bryan.
Pretty much.
No, not pretty much. He's definitely smaller. Almost in every aspect. Might have a bigger beard. All right, Daniel. I have no idea. All right. Spin around. Little drop toe hold there.
So, Orange Cassidy stayed out there with him, huh?
Yeah. Orange Cassidy is a draw on his own. I did not see if Orange Cassidy had a match. Did he have a match at Full Gear? They left him off to put CM Punk on, maybe? Or Daniel Bryan on?
Probably. Well, Daniel Bryan has a match with Miro, so...
Yeah.
So I don't know if that really...
Right? And didn't Miro beat Orange Cassidy just the other day?
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. Looks like Daniel Bryan there trying to get his foot on that bottom rope, getting it broke, and he did. He succeeded.
Yeah, I don't see him on here.
Yeah, we don't have a
His
Cassidy
group
sighting.
or anything. But I don't know what his group is called.
The Best Friends.
Yeah, they're not on there.
They're the best friends. Because they're the three best friends that anybody could have.
Three best friends. Randy Sam is in the chat. Hey,
Hey,
Randy says,
Randy.
hey, Wrestling Gab, are you ready for this dream match promotion? LOL. Well, you know it.
I'm ready for it to end already, so that's how excited I am for it.
Aaron's sorry he's late. He had to make some deals with some people. Dude, you sound like you're dealing drugs.
Deals.
Walter's like, okay, Brian, get the win first match. Yeah, tell him.
Get it done.
You tell him, Walter. You tell old Brian American Dragon Danielson what to do.
Don't use the word American Dragon on this set ever again. Just kidding. I said, don't use the word of American Dragon on this set ever again. That's so dumb. There's nothing about him that's even remotely dragonish.
I don't really feel he's very good American either.
Hey! Orange. Is Orange going to kick him? The referee better ring the bell if he interferes in this.
He's just sticking his hands in his pockets.
Oh, Daniel distracted. He was probably waiting for those rabbit kicks from Orange Cassidy.
Nadula Kodituwaku is in the chat. Says, hi, Wrestling Gab.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us.
Nice to see you again.
It's good to see you here.
Wrestling Gab. Are you hyped for Rocky Romero?
No.
Never heard of him, never seen him, so I have no idea who he is, so I can't really be hyped about it.
There's zero.
Which is sad, right?
Zero.
The contract signing is tonight, though, between Hangman Page and Kenny Omega.
We also got Dax Harwood against Pac. It's right there. We got other matches, too.
A trios match with the ladies of Brett Baker and Ty Conte's little group.
Yep. And eventually...
Jungle Boy's having a singles match against Anthony Bowens. The other half of the...
Yeah, he's the...
rap star.
He's the better wrestler out of those, but not the better rapper. And then that shit, I just don't understand how they keep putting that Deontay Wilder or whatever his name is on TV. Dante Martin, Leo Rush.
He's like Dominic Mysterio. He makes you want to just throw up in the corner because he's so bad. And Wheeler Yuta still to come.
Yes, Matt Sydal, though. I'm excited to see Sydal and Lee Moriarty. Moriarty. That sounds like a pretty cool name.
Well, it is.
Isn't it
Sherlock Holmes is an arch enemy.
Yeah.
Or arch nemesis, whatever you want to call him. Ravi's in the chat. Hey Ravi says, yo, what you saying, D, Travis? Oh, you know.
Oh, we just saying some bad shit.
If I could say your messages in an English accent, yet like you're from the hood, I would. But I can't.
I'll do it. What does it say?
Yo, what you saying, D, Travis? Now you have to do an English accent from the hood. Yo, what you saying, D, Travis?
I lost my wits about me. Now I got to say yo. What's up, D&T? Yeah, don't get me going. I'm a British. I'll forget how to speak English.
You can't. It's English.
English. I'm teasing. I can't speak
Robbie really likes it when I use my English accent because it sounds so bad.
Oh, I'm sure. I thought about...
It makes him giggle a lot.
You can actually take, like you can look it up on YouTube, and they'll, like, slowly teach you how to do it over time.
Right.
But we'd still botch it.
Lots of kicks.
I want some street cred, English street cred.
Okay, so...
Like a mobster type.
So you know how they can't, like, hold on to him and, like, hold him in the ropes? So it's okay for him to, like, be in the ropes and them attacking them multiple times and the ref doesn't count that or anything?
The rules are the same. There's always rope breaks. It's just they let them get away with it because it's part of their moveset.
Okay.
It's a hypocritical wrestling. It is a Hurricane Rana. Or a Frankensteiner, as we'd call it. Did he say a running sliced bread?
Rocky Romero almost won.
I think he just said a running sliced bread.
That's what
But I could be wrong on that one.
Robbie says in England the hood is known as the ends or manor. Oh, is that like a part of the UK in England? That's like the part, like, so, like, it's...
Inns. Yeah, that makes sense. It's on the outskirts, the inns of town. The manor, though, that don't make a lot of sense, because I thought a manor was a house.
Well, usually it is. It's like a big, nice house. Well, in our...
Well, that would be theirs, manor.
But he has it capitalized, so it might be, like, the name of the area. Ravi says Brian is still saucy. Considering that they have a lot of funny names in the UK. When I was trying to figure out my Snapchat name, I was like, I wonder what I could use. And then I was like, what's some like funny last names or whatever in the UK or whatnot. But it came up with like roads and stuff. And there's some really funny like cities and
I love their names.
That are named some pretty funny things. I was like, that's pretty funny.
Liverpool. He landed right on his elbow shoulder. But he's so small, I guess it doesn't matter. He almost put her in the disarmor.
He's really trying hard.
Oh my gosh. Can this match fucking end? Sorry.
Excuse me. That was rude.
And there hasn't been one commercial, of course. That's why they put this one on
first. Is Matt
first.
Hardy like looking to like bring Rocky Romero into his stable or something?
Maybe.
He's out there, so.
That's what they need. Another indie guy.
Totally.
If they don't get those indie guys, their ratings are going to go up. They don't want that.
All right. Vindicators in the chat haven says, so does Daniel Danielson have a contract to be the first match for every show? That's a bit odd, don't you think, Travis?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Oh,
what I'm watching right now is
I see
disgusting.
You over there snacking as the real star of this show. Yeah, snacking. Apples and caramel.
Oh, again, another cross arm bar. Yay. Holy crap! This is bugging the shit out of me. This match. Just end it. Daniel hit him with the knee in the face.
It's the most exciting. He's like, let me push you over there so you can...
Oh, it's like a calf crusher. It's a modified calf crusher.
He's like, let me twist over.
He's just like, I really want that arm.
Pull you into another arm.
Daniel, just give him the arm. Maybe it'll end the match.
It's like, here's my butt.
All right.
No, you grabbed my leg. How dare you? He's like, this is not the move that I was thinking about with my boyfriend last night.
For an 18th fucking time.
He's like, I'm going to get it.
Oh, he's got it locked this time. Daniel, just tap.
He's like, no, I'm going to roll into it and pin you down. Oh, for a 2 count. Like,
if Homeboy goes for that move one more time, I might turn this shit off.
Okay.
He did it fucking 10 times in a row.
Like,
do you have any other moves?
No. Oh, he doesn't have an eye patch. I guess that's part of his gimmick.
Oh, yeah. Do you know pirates only wore eye patches so they could go under the, what's that called? The deck?
No, that's weird. Why would
yeah, because it's really sunny in the ocean. Right? Mm-hmm. So you're out in the sun. So they would cover one of their eyes. Then when they go under deck, they would switch it to the other eye, the patch, and then they could see. Like immediately, right when they went underwater, or under deck.
Below deck.
Below deck. There you go. All right, Daniel, get this dude to tap. God, he tapped fast. Jesus Christ. So the dude's either like, completely unflexible.
And then he stopped and he's like, are they stopping it? Okay, I tapped.
Jesus. He didn't even bend. Like, get in shape. All right, Daniel wins that.
1 million ways, huh? Interesting.
That was 15 minutes of wasted television. But I bet you somebody out there likes this Ricky Romero.
I can't wait until somebody comes out to talk now. It's going to be exciting. Anyways, Ravi says Vin Propa. And Vindicator says Ravi cheers. Oh, Vindicator on your properness.
Where's Alita?
I don't know. Maybe she's broken. Maybe she's sleeping.
Old Pac, Dash Harwood. There's our triple threat. Jamie Hayter, Rebel, Britt Baker, Tay Conte, Anna Jay, Thunder Rosa, Jungle Boy, and Anthony Bowens. Dude, that Max Caster, man, is something else. Hey, Wardlow! And Wheeler, too. Yuta. I'll get it. Matt Sydal and Lee Mortarati. Versus the other two that we don't need to talk about. Leo Rush. Oh, we got to talk. We got some talking. Excited?
I'm so excited for the talking. Vinny here says Liv Morgan has more moves than Danielson's opponent.
Yes.
And
I'm going to go ahead and agree
why
with
she
that.
will make a phenomenal Raw meat champion. She'll never be a champion.
She's not going to be a meat champion.
Ever.
The only way she wins that match is if Becky dies in the ring. Just dies.
And then would she feel okay taking the belt? Is she really that shitty of a person?
She'd cry. She'd fucking love it.
You're dead? Oh, thank God. I got it. I won. Yay.
She'd just roll her corpse out. Oh, full commercials.
Yes, because they're having a talking segment next.
They are going to do a lot of talking. This would have been the time to bring out Sammy Guevara and just let him flip signs, though. That's how I would have done it.
He has nothing to talk about. He doesn't even defend his little title that he has. It's pretty pathetic.
He's not going to defend it at a pay-per-view. It's a TV title.
I don't care. It's not about defending it at a pay-per-view. He hasn't defended it hardly at all since he got it. It's putrid. He is a shitty, shitty champion. He shouldn't be allowed to be a champion.
Maybe there's just nobody on television that's good. They keep showing Deontay Wilder or whatever his name is.
As Vindicator says, oh man, joking aside, is that what happened to Owen Hart? Travis died in the ring? There's been a few wrestlers that have died in the ring.
It wasn't that he died in the ring, because he died on the way to the hospital. But his collision with the ring, yes. Like, he kind of hit the ring. The ring was the sudden stop. It's like one of those things, you know, like, you don't die from falling out of a window. You die from the sudden stop. So...
That one guy had a heart attack in the ring and died.
People have died. People have been... I mean, Rey
You showed me
Mysterio...
that one.
Rey Mysterio killed a guy. Yeah, but he didn't die in the ring. That's what I'm getting at. Like, actual death in the ring. I don't know if that's ever happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, the guy
the guy that Rey Mysterio killed, he died in the ring. Wasn't he dead before they even got him out?
So what they did with him is he kicked him in the throat, and then it was a tag team match. And so he fell and then rolled outside the ring onto the ground. Oh. And so they didn't know that he couldn't breathe because the action was still going. And then they started to notice that he wasn't getting involved. And then by the time they tried to get him help, he had already been suffocating for 3 minutes or whatever.
Picola's in the chat. He says, I'm just passing through. How's everyone doing tonight?
Doing
pretty
fantastic.
Good. Picola, how about yourself?
That match finally ended.
Through? Going to do something fun?
What is this group called? American Academy or something? I have the hardest time with these guys' names.
American Top Team? Maybe?
American Top Team. Lambert. Give me one of those.
Sheep-fish lion.
Unless you think you're getting
Lambert. The sheep-fish lion. Ravi says, all good, Picola.
Oh, I just put food in my mouth. I won't be able to sing. The demo god. You're beautiful on the inside. Your innocence personified. Drag you down and tear you.
Piccola says, if cleaning a kitchen is considered fun. You know, Piccola, some people do consider that fun.
Depends on how deep you're going. Are you pulling out appliances?
Are you pulling out appliances? You pulling out the stove and the refrigerator and, you know, sweeping and mopping underneath them and whatnot.
From behind! They're getting beat up. It's a jack move. Look at this fucking dude. Come on, dude. At least try to make it look real.
The one that was raining elbows?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I think they were trying to be careful because they're on a slant. And Jericho kind of fell down kind of weird. And these guys, they're used to beating people up for real.
Right. Bring the elbow to them, but don't try to crack them open. Like that. Oh, he's a wrestler. Never mind.
That was Scorpio Sky, wasn't it?
Yeah, Scorpio Sky knew what to do. Like, actually, you want to physically hit them. You just try not to crack their skulls.
Vindicator says, doing good, Mr. Coca-Cola. Still trying to convince Travis and Dalethea that Liv Morgan will reign supreme and become the new man. Big time Liv. The last kicker, however many nicknames Seth's wife gave herself.
That's funny.
She's a crybaby, and that's all she's ever going to be. Robbie says, Vindicator, good luck with convincing D, haha. And Picola says, I have a feeling Jericho's hurt.
I like Liv better than Bianca, so.
Vindicator says, Travis, who could win a match between Dan Lambert versus Paul Heyman?
Dan Lambert.
Talking or physical?
Yeah, on the mic, Paul Heyman wins that hands down. Even though Lambert's really good, but on fighting, it's not even going to be close. Twinkie Tits gets hurt. Oh, are they going to sandwich his head in there? Oh.
I don't know. Vindicator says, I know, Ravi, it's very hard yo-man work. Yeah.
No Paige Van Zandt.
Well, they stopped.
Very upset that there's no Paige Van Zandt.
Yeah, why isn't she down there beating up the men? I thought she was good at that. She was all sorts of ready to do it.
Right in Jericho's back.
Ready to take him on. Piccolo, is a pie eating match? What kind of pie? Janelle Jackson's in the chat. Hey, Janelle.
Hey, Janelle. It looks. Is he gonna powerbomb Jericho? He's gonna powerbomb Jericho.
I marked out like such a fanboy when Liv Morgan got the win on Monday.
I was excited for that victory also. I did cheer. He might be broken in half, he says. Just a tiny little piece.
Robbie's like, Chris looks so weak. Well, Robbie, let's put it this way. More than half the guys that are moving him around aren't like professional wrestlers. So they could really hurt him. And that Lambert guy is kind of an old man too. So Picola says, Scorpio, get the tables.
That's what we want to see. Lambert pinning Jericho. Hell yeah.
Oh. How nauseating.
He's got him in the walls of Jericho. Jericho's going to have to tap. He's tapping.
I think somebody's forcing him to tap. Like a puppet.
I love it. You hear that? The Boston Crab.
That's funny. Robbie says, no pumped in crowd noise. No. John L says, do you think they pull the plug on Saturday and give us what everybody wants to see? Hangman out on Hangman Page as champion?
I think we'll see Page win that one. We'll do our prediction show on Saturday morning, I think. I have to see. I have to talk to Joe. Joe!
I'm pretty sure that he said...
Just call him on that show.
What are you doing? Talk to me. Just kidding. Robbie says, I think Dee needs loud crowd noise when she comes on stream. Yeah. Ready to pump in the fake noise? Is that what you're saying? Because it's the only people that would be excited for me to be around is the fake ones. Haha. Vinegar says Lambert looks like a random guy who would be manager at a hardware store. Yeah. And if you didn't know Chris Jericho, would you really think that he was a rock star? No.
Sorry, I can't open. Hold on. This shit is funny. I watch this stuff all the time. He's just sitting there. He just gets up and leaves. So the guy's like, checking my phone. Wait, this is Travis.
Wait a minute. Why is there a... Oh my God! He fell down.
That shit's hilarious.
Beagle's like, oh no, he did a throwback pin. Jericho originally flexed while pinning. Yeah, how dare they?
So Kenya opened back up. And so he has to work like ridiculous amounts of time now. That makes sense. Because it was close, so he had to, he just worked, because he works at a casino.
Right, so he worked only so many hours and so many,
but now they are just opened, like, way later. And
you ever hear back from that one thing that he was doing?
I haven't. I kind of feel bad to ask, since I should know.
Well, I don't think he said anything about it. So I don't know.
Well, I don't get on Insta, so I don't know.
That's what I mean. I don't think he's had anything on there. Robbie says, D, how did you read my mind? Ha ha. Yeah. How did I? Because I know how mean you are. My God. I know. I'm going to eat my last apple.
Eat it. Don't eat the black and blue.
Yeah. Right.
Being my friend, sometimes I reply in 1 second and other times in 30 days.
Robbie says, mean, me never. Whatever. Such a liar face.
Hey, it's the ladies. Britt Baker coming out first. Shouldn't she be the highlight? Shouldn't she be the main event?
They're going to have that stupid...
Thunder
No,
Rosa?
hopefully it's the contract signing is the main thing.
Oh, I didn't mean that, by the way. I meant, like, she should come out as the last female in this match.
Oh.
It's like she's cute, but she's not attractive, like highly attractive. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's cool that she has a career, like she's career oriented. But see, she's just not that pretty in her puss.
No, her face is not that pretty.
She kind of looks like the kid from Mask, the movie Mask.
Have you said that about, like, Carmella, too?
No, she wears a mask.
Oh. Did we ever get any, like, good votes on who wore it better on that?
I wish they would allow you to do pictures and votes together. They allow texts for votes, but they don't allow pictures for votes. So you have to put pictures up and then ask questions. Or you can do a poll, but you can't do pictures with polls. And a J. And the other one, Tamina or whatever her name. What's her name? Ty Conte. Ty Conte.
That's too funny. Let's see. Robbie says that Britt is tidy. Oh, is she? And Piccolo's like, well, time to pull out the KY oops out loud.
That was a misprint. Sorry.
Oh, God. I was so enthralled in what was happening. As Piccolo says, a smoke show match.
Yes.
I guess it depends on who you're going for.
Is Thunder Rosa wearing the same colors?
They're a little group.
No, they are not.
Tonight they are.
A fraud.
Whoa. Whoa. How is she a fraud?
Because she could be herself. She wears green.
She is just part of this little group. It's okay. Janelle says, I didn't know Veterans Day was tomorrow. I thought it was Monday because I'm so used to it being on a Monday.
I think it's the 11th.
It is. It's the 11th of November. Every November it's the 11th. Yeah,
they try to get it on the 11th.
So, yeah, it's tomorrow. So, everybody out there, banks are going to be closed. The Postal Service will be closed. All your government agencies will be closed. And if you work at any place that decides that they should not have work that day, you will be closed and you will.
Now remember, these two had that memorable match that ended with Thunder Rosa winning, which put both of these women on the map.
Thunder Rosa and Britt.
And then Britt Baker became champion because of that match, because of how much people fell in love with those women in that match.
Yeah. She's a ripper little.
And she's the one that won.
Flowers out of her hair because they're just.
She's not in San Francisco, is what you're saying.
Well, no, they're just falling out, so it looks it's probably obnoxious.
It's like Anna Jay's pad the other day.
Oh my god, that poor girl! It was her pants.
Like, oh my god!
It was just her pants.
Now she's wearing all sorts of protection. All right, throws her into the ropes. Anna Jay takes Thunder Rosa, throws her in, using Thunder Rosa as a weapon.
Yes.
Boom!
Well, Anna Jay is our legal girl out there against Rebel Reba, whatever her name is. Reba, not Rebel. Rebel, not Reba.
Yeah, her name's not Rebel. Reba.
Her knee must be doing a lot better since she's out there actually wrestling now. Jamie Hayter over there with her weird outfit.
Did she go in ugly again? Did she change her hair again? Wasn't it all blonde just a week ago? I think she went back brown with the blonde streaks in it.
She did. She did that last week. It was that way last week.
Bride of Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm. She came out and was like, la la. And she had her singles match or whatever. Piccolo says, I'm going out early to grab free appetizers, then going to a hockey game, military appreciation night. That's awesome, man.
Hell
Good
yeah.
deal. How many places can you go to for something free? Because, most of the places around here do free stuff, right?
I did not know that.
Yeah, so, you could get, a free taco. You can get, a free sandwich. So you could go to Arby's and get, a free sandwich. You could go to Taco Bell, get a free taco. They do it most of the fast food places around here. And, the other, the restaurants do it, too. Janelle says, dead promo between Eddie Kingston and CM Punk. It felt like he got so personal. That's how you're supposed to do promos,
Yeah,
Janelle.
wasn't it awesome?
That was great. Be mean. That's how it should be, right? Because isn't that what, what's his face said about Adam Cole, too? And it was so funny because it was too true. They brought him up and Christian Cage's burn. Oh, man. I wish it would have stuck more.
I mean, it is going to. They're wrestling again at the Full Gear, but it's actually pretty funny. Because he's just an indie guy. He never made it on the main roster, so he was a developmental guy.
Yep.
He basically came from WWE developmental.
Yep.
Adam Cole. Now they got him as the Super Click. Look at this.
Classic buffalo or hot honey sauce?
Yeah. Not that. The wrestling.
Oh.
Anna Jay's getting her ass handed to her.
Oh, yeah, on the commercial in the corner.
And that's a lot of ass.
From Jamie Hayter. Well, if she wears those kind of pants, it is a lot of ass because it just makes her butt stick out. She literally, her pants are up her butt. So.
Are we talking about Hayter?
Yes.
I was talking about Anna Jay, but yeah.
Vindicator says, yeah, it's a shame I have to be on a break so early. Sad face. Well, you're only on a break because of one of the contestants.
I don't know how you wouldn't want to watch all these ladies.
You know what? I don't understand it either. Especially since there's so many others to look at and watch. Who would even pay attention to Britt? It wouldn't even ruin it. I'd just be like,
Conte's out there.
Look at this girl over here. Yeah.
Anna Jay's out there.
Sophie is in the chat. Hey, Sophie says, I'm back and Travis looks better today than he did Monday.
Yeah, I have a little bit more energy. I actually ran with the dogs a little bit today. Today's day 8 for me. Started my second week of being sick.
Sophie says there were going to be releases from NXT that were going to happen last Thursday. Piccolo says, yeah, last year we went to the Galleria. It's a nearby outdoor mall and walked a bit and stopped at Texas Roadhouse. Nice.
Yummy.
As Sophie says, did you see the news that Woods isn't getting money from his gaming channel, so everybody who works for that channel aren't creating content until the WWE gives him money for it?
Huh. It is what it is.
Greedy,
if they want to
greedy.
They want to close their channel down, close it down.
Yeah, close it down. I think he should just stop doing it anyways. If you're gonna wait to get paid to do shit, then you might as well not even bother doing it. Piccolo says, and I'm out. All right, Piccolo, good luck in cleaning your kitchen, not your bathroom, your kitchen, and get those snacks tomorrow.
1, 2, and
Britt Baker
with
game.
the
That
save.
sounds like a blast.
That does sound like a lot of fun. I'd love to go to a hockey game.
Janelle says, happy there's no WWE pay-per-view in December. I could take that time off for the holidays, which is cool for me.
So December 5th, NXT is doing War Games. It is kind of a pay-per-view. If you're into the NXT
If you're into
stuff.
NXT, then that's a WWE pay-per-view for you. Sophie says, today me and
December
my dog
5th.
went on a walk, and when we were coming back home, we saw a dead raccoon or a dead animal.
Or we're pretty sure it was a coon, but we're not 100% sure. That's pretty funny.
A dead raccoon or a dead animal, but we weren't sure what kind it was.
Did you take pictures of it?
So when I see them anymore, what I want to do is just go tie balloons to them now.
Right, like a little celebration.
See dead animals and just go get balloons, helium balloons, and tie them to them.
Well, that'll get them off the road quicker. Big super kick, thrust kick, whatever you want to call it.
I just don't know if I can get close enough to it without
ending it.
having to.
Britt Baker, just let Rebel take that.
Tie. There it is. Rebel.
Oh.
Rebel got pinned by Ty Conti. Conte. Ty Conte. Did it. Whew. As Sophie says, there is a WWE pay-per-view in December, but it is for NXT. Janelle says, I have a question for everybody. It includes the live chat. Do you think they really need to cut their creative team instead of their talent?
Yeah, they need to do a lot with creative. Like, actually allow a creative team. Because I'm pretty sure they don't do anything creative. I mean,
really?
Come on. If you're going to use the word creative, at least try to be. I'm looking forward to WWE being good again at some point. I don't know when it's going to happen.
Holy crap. So they won?
They're just one round.
Oh, who won against Nyla Rose? Did Nyla Rose lose then?
They haven't gotten that round yet. That round's next.
Really?
That's where we're at. That's the next round.
They haven't done that yet? Any of them?
Remember, that was the bias? All the bias?
Ugh, that's so
Now we're on that round.
Well, that's dumb. I thought they were at least had some of
No,
those
they're going to
matches
push this
done.
up until they move to TBS.
Oh.
Would be my guess.
Sophie says, yes, I took a picture of it. It has a tail of a raccoon, but it has a rat face, so I don't know what it actually was. If it has the tail of a raccoon, it was probably a raccoon.
When things die, they dehydrate, and so their faces will look a little bit different.
Yeah.
If you watch Ancient Aliens, you'll notice a lot of people will take pictures of dead things and then say that it's something else.
True.
And then they say they're hybrids, like a chupacabra or whatever.
Yeah. Sophie says Vince, Bruce, John, and Kevin Dunn are kind of the creative team.
Yeah. Right? No matter what anybody else writes. Does, what's his name still work there? Freddie Prinze Jr., is he still one of their main writers? He used to work there for years. I don't know if he still does.
Janelle says usually War Games will be right next to Survivor Series.
Yeah. December 5th.
Yeah.
So, what, 2 weeks later? But yeah, a week later. There is a big boxing match that night. There's 2 big boxing matches that weekend I'm looking forward to.
That NXT weekend? December 5th?
Yes, December 4th, which is the Saturday. That one is Devin Haney versus Jojo
Siwa?
De La Cruz or whatever his name is. Anyways, but he has a big chance of beating Devin Haney.
Oh,
and then the next night is Tank Davis.
Oh, wow.
And that one's the 5th. That's at the exact same time as the NXT TakeOver. Actually, it's not called TakeOver. They dropped the TakeOver. It is just NXT War Games, period. It is not a TakeOver. I think they're getting rid of the branding TakeOver.
Interesting.
The whole Wheel of Cheese.
The Wheel of Time. That sounds more like a Greek tragedy kind of thing, doesn't it?
Right.
Wheel of Time. Sophie says, Woods has an idea for Survivor Series. Whichever wins the men's elimination match competes in a 5-way match for the first 5 spots in the Royal Rumble, and the winning team gets to do the same.
Why not? They're all going to be in it anyways.
But okay. Sounds like a dumb idea. It came from Woods, so it's got to be stupid. But the winning team gets to compete for the final 5 spots in the Rumble. It's Jungle Boy!
I don't know about that, but you could do like the winning team's winner, or whoever's left after it's over, can trade his pick once or something.
So, who is Jungle Boy dating?
Anna Jay.
So weird. It's a weird combo.
Is it?
A little bit, yeah.
His dad was hot.
She's like, I really liked your dad. But he's dead, so.
We all knew Dylan would die. He had a hard life. His dad just left him in like a hotel. That's where he grew up, was in a hotel, and he was super wealthy. Here we go. What's he got to say? Max Caster. Even though you're my fetish. You leave your woman alone with 7 guys? Don't worry, none of them are attractive. One's a midget. What they lack in class? Class? They have plenty of class. Max Caster's the best thing on fucking AEW TV.
He's pretty funny. I wish they wouldn't censor him.
Oh my gosh.
Could you imagine if they didn't censor him? Like, the shit that would come out of his mouth. Oh, I guess we lost Walter at some point.
The Varsity Blondes. Got him claiming mental health like Simone Biles.
Fucking shows.
That gotta be so. They're like, it's too soon. It's too soon.
It's not. It can't be a joke yet. And what's funnier though is that why is it such a big deal? He is black.
Well, that's nothing to do with black people. It's mental health.
About whoever wins the Survivor Series gets the first draft pick or gets to main event one of the nights of Mania. Yeah, that's
too much. Come on.
No way.
I would say that the winner of the Survivor Series, if you want to make it a big deal, the winner of the Survivor Series 5-on-5 match gets one opportunity to wrestle for the 31st spot in the Royal Rumble or the 30th spot in the Royal Rumble. Like, whoever draws that ticket. The problem is they like to use that for a surprise. So I would say maybe they'll come out in 25 and then you've got 5 still that would be a surprise. You don't want to give that surprise for the Royal Rumble away. Just hand it off to somebody else. At least that's how I see it, right? Like, am I wrong? I just feel like that should be a surprise spot, so like everybody goes ape shit, you know, Edge or John Cena or whoever they bring back. Because I'm assuming that's where we're going to see Edge again, since we didn't see Edge on the Raw team. And there is no pay-per-view, so maybe we might see him on the first.
So I guess he quit his job
Freddie Prinze?
after a comment by Steve Austin. Yeah. So he was a writer for WWE since like 2008.
Steve Austin.
And he quit his job after a comment made by Stone Cold Steve Austin. He had worked there from 2008 to 2009 as a member of the creative team before becoming a producer and director in 2010. But a comment made by Austin during a WWE reality show, Tough Enough, made Freddie decide to leave his job at the company.
Jungle Boy up top. Flips him around. Arm drag. Jungle Boy's just too many moves. He needs to be a little bit more focused on just attacking.
Yeah.
Instead of doing all these flips and moves.
Right.
Because it just takes up too much energy.
Yeah. But he's very showy, right? Showboaty or whatever.
Right. It works against these guys that are lower quality, but it just doesn't work against top quality guys. That's why you can't beat Kenny Omega.
Yeah. So during the show called Tough Enough, isn't that the one where they like?
Yeah, it's a wrestling draft show.
Right. And they tried to bring it back. Stone Cold was the judge. Freddie told Chris Van Vliet. So, and a lot of them talk with him. He's a big guy there.
Uh-huh.
There was a mom that wanted to be a wrestler, and she said she was doing it for her kids. And Steve Austin said, "That's bullshit." He said, "You know how many times they won Father of the Year?" He put up a goose egg up. I was watching that show in the writer's room. I stood up and walked to Gorilla. I gave Vince my 2 weeks, and I said, "I'm trying to win Father of the Year, man. I can't work here anymore." And he said, "What? Talk to me after the show." Freddie went on to say that he ended up talking to Vince's daughter, Stephanie, afterwards, who told him that he was about to be made head writer of WWE SmackDown. I was like, "Look, you know, I love you guys, but I'm a dad, and I'm out. That was that. I quit, and I never looked back." So it wasn't because that Steve Austin was derogatory or said something rude to him. It was because he made the comment that when you become part of WWE,
you don't
have a fucking family. Your family is WWE. You don't have kids. You don't have a wife. You don't have this crap and everything like that. And he didn't want that to happen to his kids, what happened to Steve Austin's kids. So I could see why he would do that. But that's crazy. He was with them for up until that point.
Yeah.
But Sophie was saying that he's going to start a podcast. And then he's going to have Dumbass Woods as his first guest.
Who? Freddie Prinze?
Yeah. I'm not sure that's going to get him any brownie points, but sure. Janelle says, "I don't see whoever is the sole survivor of Survivor Series. Why don't they get a little shirt on the women's side and the man's side?"
That woman is about ready to fight both of them.
A title shot on the women's side and the man's side. Sophie says, "I mean, whichever brand wins the most matches at Survivor Series, that brand gets to main event one of the nights of Mania." Okay, there's only one night of Mania that's the main event, and that's the last night.
Yeah, there's just Sunday night, guys. There's one main event.
As Piccolo
the other
says,
one's just halftime.
Royal Rumble. And Piccolo says, "That's all Jungle Boy is. He's no big man, so he'll have to use his strengths." Exactly.
Right, but just because you can flip around doesn't mean you need to flip around.
Right. He'll probably get, as time goes on, maybe he'll hone some of his stuff. Sophie says, "In the champ versus champ matches should have some stakes to it as well. I think
they do. Those are bragging
Dewey
rights.
Is still part of the WWE creative team."
I feel like that's a huge thing. Winning.
Maybe.
You don't need more stakes than winning. Right?
Yeah, no.
If you're a champion, if you're Roman Reigns, beating the other champion is all you need. I'm pretty sure Big E, if he could, would love to beat Roman. And that be it. But they better not even think about doing that. Roman should win that one handedly with no interference.
Right.
That match needs to go about 15 to 20 minutes with Roman winning with no interference.
Right, yeah. So if it's like they're doing 2-night manias, I don't give a shit.
That's fine. They could do 2 nights. That doesn't mean that one night's a main event.
Crap. Like the last match of the night doesn't mean that that's a fucking main event.
The main event is Sunday night. That's it.
Because if WrestleMania was one night and one night only and you sat there for 8 fucking hours watching it, you wouldn't say in the middle of the fucking show it was a main event. Would you? No, the main event is at the end of the show.
The main event is the main event. If you go to a carnival or a festival of music bands, the last band is the main event. Even if it's a whole week. Mm-hmm. You wait till that Sunday night or that Saturday night band.
So I was like, Woods even asked what the teams are fighting for. I think Woods is asking himself.
Does Woods
out of
not
a job
understand how
soon.
sports work?
I don't think he does. Rallies
Pride.
in the chat. Yeah.
To give a shit about what you're doing. Does he not care about his sport?
No, it's called participation trophy. He's part of that crap. Well, everybody needs a little trophy. Rally's in the chat. Hi, Rally. Says hi, Travis Dalethea. Hello from UK. I saw
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Great Terry Gordy's daughter making her AEW debut last night on AEW Dark. She lost to Ty Conte in 45 seconds. Jeez, squashed. She's called Miranda Gordy.
I'll have to look her up.
That's cool.
As we speak.
Jonelle says, do you think when Triple H comes back around, he'll bring back some of his talent that got released?
No, he's not up there. He's not in charge anymore,
He's
guys.
not really in charge, so.
What's her name? Amanda?
Miranda. Oh, he got a roll up on him.
Miranda Gordy?
Oh, Max Caster got whacked because he was getting involved and shouldn't have.
She looks old. She does look like her dad, poor thing. Oh no, you don't want to look like that.
It's terrible. Oh. Is he going to get a pin on Jungle Boy?
Yeah, those Gordys were a great wrestling family.
Sophia says, do you think AEW would do a 2-night version of one of their pay-per-views in the future? You never know what can happen. Janelle says Vince McMahon just needs to stay home and be a grandfather.
I wish, right?
Sophie says Triple H hasn't been in charge of NXT since they moved to the USA Network in 2019. Picola says only Miranda I grew up know was a bipolar crazy chick. Or was that Melinda? I don't know, Picola. I don't know who you grew up with.
Maybe it was both.
Maybe it were both. Maybe it was the same person.
Right? Different
Just
names.
When she was normal, she was, one of them. And then when she was bipolar cray-cray, she was the other.
There he goes.
When she was up, she was
Crossface.
Melinda. When she was down, she was Miranda.
He's flipping off Caster.
Come on, man. You can totally get over here.
He tapped.
Oh, he totally
It's over.
tapped
Jungle Boy
it.
wins.
Jungle Boy got the win. With just some regular old, wrestling.
Good old-fashioned crossface type style. A snare trap.
A snare trap.
Oh, fuck. Why is Bobby Fish out here? Anyways, Bobby Fish just showed up.
Oh, this guy. What a bunch of garbage. Sophie says poor Triple H NXT was his baby and it got taken from him by his father-in-law because they couldn't beat AEW in the Wednesday night ratings war.
Yeah, they didn't get close. I think they won a couple of them, but I tried to watch both shows. They were on at the same time. I liked it. Then they moved it off that day, and it was over for me. I stopped watching NXT because I couldn't watch NXT.
Yeah. Because says way back, guys like Terry Gordy, Vader, and Stan Hansen were the big baddies in Japanese promotions.
They sure were. Terry Funk. He's more of a Texas guy, but he did go to Japan quite a bit. Cactus Jack.
Sophie says they're setting up a very Ray Dom feud.
Oh,
They
yeah.
seem to be setting it up for a long time now. I'm glad you guys keep saying it. Maybe it'll finally happen at some point. You guys will be like, you know what? I told you it was going to happen. Yeah, all of you have said it. Travis has said it. You guys have said it. Everybody has said it for like 6 fucking months or more now. It hasn't happened yet. Anyways, Film Nation's in the chat. Hey, Film says, what up, Wrestling Gab? Favorite people. What up?
What
Not
up?
much. How you doing, Film? Doing good? Missed the women's match. Where were you? So he's like, Rick Steiner was scheduled to be at Halloween Havoc a couple weeks ago.
Oh, wow. That would have been way cool. I was hearing him do an interview the other day, and it was like, he didn't even look like himself. You know, I remember Rick when he was Rick.
Mm-hmm.
He looks a lot like his son. It's kind of crazy.
Mom says, oh, I'm doing good. Good deal. Good to hear. You enjoying some AEW?
Right now, we got Adam Page. They're talking about how he is overcoming alcoholism to wrestle for championships, I guess. I don't know.
I don't think they're talking about his alcoholism, sweetie.
Well, all of his fortitude.
Well, I think it's...
This is a tough one for the whole company, by the way.
He's overcome a lot of his friends giving up on him.
Right.
Because he was with that group, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
He was with the Young Bucks, and he was with Kenny Omega. And then they became weird. Whatever the fuck that shit is.
You gotta be super quick.
Piccolo says, is Don Callis in AEW anymore? I haven't seen him with Kenny Omega, have you? Does Don Callis come out with Kenny Omega?
I haven't seen him.
So I couldn't really say for sure or not, Piccolo, if he really is or not. Film says, but I did miss the women's matches. Darn, I'll try to catch up next time.
Are they trying to put Bobby Fish with the Super Click? There's no dispute. Undisputed Era.
It's the era of... well, and his, buddies right there standing next to him. They were on the same team.
On Friday?
Sophie says, what has Scott Steiner been up to? There has been no news on him. And Film's like, oh, Don Callis, bruh. And the EWE is in the chat. Hey, EWE, how's it going? Says, hey, guys.
Cut it, Cutler.
So, they're all, friends.
Looks like it.
So gay. Film's like, I was doing Wednesday night thing with my friends at church. Oh, that's awesome, man. Good for you. Do you do that Wednesday night thing with your friends at church? Do it.
What? Size... So angry.
You're the one that's like...
Anyways, look at the size of their monitors.
Okay. You have 2 old guys that one of them can probably barely see very well. And you have another one who wears a fucking mask on his face who probably really can't see. So... narcissistic bitch. So it says Don Callis is a tricky one. There are conflicting reports like he is still part of Impact or he is still AEW full-time. Film says, love hanging out with friends and spreading the gospel. Love my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Jesus.
Amen.
Amen, my brother, amen. So he says, can you believe in a few weeks Thanksgiving is here? Yeah, I can, actually. Piccolo says, nice. That's how you use Bobby Fish. I like how those old ties can be subtle and not a big deal. Yeah, in that case, right? But they didn't do it with the whole Adam Cole and the Young Bucks and them. They made it a huge deal.
Quit again for 7 years.
Yeah, you big victim baby. And then you can complain about it some more. Vindicator says Kingston started from the bottom. Now he's back in the bottom in the gutter with Philip Jack Brooks. Yeah, right? He's having feuds with a piece of garbage who quit and cried about it for 7 years. Came back and still cries about it.
Orange Cassidy?
Oh, I didn't know he was having a match.
No, Wheeler Yuta. So what is Orange Cassidy, like a manager that doesn't talk?
I guess. I'm not sure.
This is his second trip to the ring.
To be, what do you call
There's a dog in the back.
It's the best friends. They're best friends, Trent and Chuck. That's their thing.
A white lab.
No, I meant like all fluffy animals, cute animals, best friends. Your dog is your best friend.
Wheeler Yuta.
Film says, just wanted to say one more thing about Becky Lynch. Wow, I just had to mention it. Did you see her beautiful armpits?
Kill me, baby.
Kitty my baby. Piccolo says they're all
Wardlow
alumni. And Film says, wow, so sexy.
So, a match that has no purpose,
yeah.
by the way. If you're going to do this match, it should have been done on Dark.
Yeah.
This match has nothing to do with the pay-per-view, and it has nothing to do with...
Piccolo's like, he's a mascot. That's why he has to go everywhere.
Right.
Film says, are they going to push Hangman? Because Hangman deserves it. Well, he has a match against Kenny Omega at Full Gear this weekend.
If he wins, he wins. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Either way, I don't see him being champion long. Like maybe losing it in February at the next pay-per-view.
Sophie says, how has Dynamite been? Does it feel like a go-home show for a pay-per-view?
No, it definitely feels like a Dark. And they still have Dante Martin coming up. It was for a couple
of them because a couple of them were like matches that are going to like come about.
Right.
But this one definitely no.
This has no meaning. It's silly. And that Leo Rush match coming up
is even more dumb.
Matt Sydal and
Moriarty.
Whatever. Oh, Wheeler screwed up.
Sophie says, I wonder how many more ROH stars will show
now
up.
Now end it, Wardlow. TV. If he's going to botch like that, just end the match.
Your tennis shoes a bad thing, kind of.
They get sticky. I couldn't ride our horses with tennis shoes on, but I did it anyways, and I always got in trouble.
Did he hurt his neck or something? I didn't.
No, he didn't.
Oh.
Wardlow's just being tough. He's got big traps. He wants to show them off.
Oh. Thought maybe like the guy
picks him up.
Hit it or something.
That's it. Are you gonna pin him or? Fuck. There's wasting television time at this point. Wardlow, pin him!
So he's like, I wonder how many more ROH are... Oh, and Film says if there was more 2 championships.
Oh my god, 4 power bombs? And he still hasn't pinned him.
See in AEW, what would it be?
What is it?
If there were 2 more championships...
Oh, that's too many.
...that you want to see in AEW, what would it be?
Women's tag team. And then I guess you'd have to have, like a United States Championship.
Picole's like, Wheeler, come on, bud. And Vindicator says, Travis, who wins a straight-up match? No interference between Wardlow versus Lance Archer.
Lance Archer.
Philip says, just do it, Wardlow.
This is just ridiculous.
Like, obviously, an Armpits TV title and a Cakes title. The second one for Ty Conte.
Yes.
Yeah, make sure you get the cake in there.
And then I'd like to see them get rid of all the AAA titles and any other titles that don't belong on the show.
Yeah, let those other groups have them back.
The FTW, get it out. We don't need a 24/7 title. Make the titles mean something.
Film's like, haha, wow, I like it, haha. Pickle's like, Wardlow would have Archer's head on a platter.
Oh, come on. There we go. The Hardys attacking him. Got the Blade and
The Butcher? Or...
I think that's Cassidy. I can't tell if that's Cassidy or... I think it is Cassidy.
Yeah.
Yes. It's Isaiah Cassidy. Where's Quinn? Where's that?
I don't know.
That's Cassidy. No, that's Quinn. That's Quinn.
Oh.
No, he's saying that's Isaiah Cassidy. So it is Cassidy. It was Cassidy versus Cassidy for a second, so I was like...
I don't know what to say.
Orange Cassidy. Maybe they're going to add a match. There's 8 matches right now, but maybe this is going to be 10.
I guess Matt Hardy really doesn't like Orange Cassidy. Is that
Oh! That was brutal, the side effect.
Well, he doesn't have a match for the...
Well, that's what I'm saying, but maybe he can get one.
Phillips like armpit TV title. LOL. Phillips says, is Private Party going to wrestle? I think so. Phillips says, I can't stand Private Party and Top Flight.
Top Flight. I don't know who Top Flight is.
I don't remember them either. I mean, the name sounds familiar, but I don't remember the guys that were in it.
I like Private Party, though. I don't have a problem with Mark Quinn and Isaiah Cassidy. But they don't use them very much anymore. They had the best tag team division in all the sport, and it looks like they're going away from their tag teams.
Well, they were, I mean, I guess, but I think it's because they put in all these manager faction things.
Right, which there's nothing wrong with, but just don't put tag teams in factions. It's okay to have factions.
Well, and sometimes you don't see those guys for a while. Like, you'll only see one of their tag team guys, and so who knows what's going on with that.
Yeah, where's Mark Quinn?
I don't know. I'm trying to think the last time we saw him.
Anytime we see Matt Hardy, we usually see him, but... The Black Lotus.
Crunchyroll. Anime. Vindicator says, it's probably weird that I thought Orange Cassidy was taller than Darby Allin.
No,
they're about the same size.
Yeah, Darby's not very big, but so Orange Cassidy might tower over Darby.
He might be a little bit taller, but...
I mean, Darby's, what, 4'6", 4'3", or something? He's tiny. 130 pounds, sopping wet.
If that.
Trench-coated, wet.
Film says, which AEW star do you think may end up in WWE if AEW doesn't use their talent right? Even though I know it won't happen, but what do you think?
Oh, no. There will be talent that crosses back and forth, guys. It's going to happen.
At some point, it's going to, right? I mean, they're going to get tired of the fact that they're not being used or something's not happening the way they need it to on AEW, so they'll try to go to WWE and
yeah, Anna Jay's going to end up on WWE TV at some point. Britt Baker will probably end up there unless she marries Homeboy.
Right.
And wants to keep her practice. I'm trying to think of other. Jade Cargill could definitely. I think Vince would definitely sign her. Anybody else that just jumps out?
Oh no, with his new rule, they'd all have to be under 25, and I don't think
different if they're made. If he can instantly put them in a title picture,
yeah,
that's different.
Philip says it would be interesting if Brian Cage went to WWE.
Yes.
It'd be okay. He'd just be another Bobby Lashley almost because he doesn't talk very well.
It's fine. But Bobby was a champion for fuck's sake.
So, I mean now, but I mean, Philip says Adam Cole, baby. I hope she marries him. She's awesome. I love DMD.
Well, I like her too. Why would you want to wish horrible things upon her?
Yeah, why would you want her to have ugly babies? Like,
feminine little
tiny
tire
face,
chasers.
like tiny face things. Maybe they would be ugly enough that they would make a pretty baby because they're kind of.
That's true.
Not very pretty.
What's this? That doesn't look like a parking lot. Why is Ruby out there?
She thinks she can do
You
something.
can't do a damn.
I was like, what?
Not one damn.
No, I'm not saying I want them to have kids sooner than later.
Get her pregnant. Ruin her career. It's horrible.
I don't know. Maybe she's all in love with Eddie.
Why does CM Punk act tough? When we know for a fact that he's not tough.
I know, he's a big victim crybaby. Major victim crybaby. Like, he cried about it for 7 years.
I mean, now Ruby Soho's breaking up Eddie Kingston. I could see him actually just pulling out a prison shake and stabbing somebody. See? He wants some.
Make it a jailbreak. It feels like I just want them to be the best couple of professional wrestling, not retire now and have kids, not yet.
Yeah, she's champion. She's not going anywhere.
Looks like not DMD. She's also, you can't hate on her. Who said you can't hate on her?
Ugh.
I can hate on her all. Oh God, they're getting this one out of the way. Thank God.
Out of the way? It's like the second hour.
That's fine. At least it's not the last match of the night.
Oh,
Travis would be like, oh good, we get to end early, click. Which would have been fine. But Pickle says, hold me back. Let me borrow your gun, Arn. Right?
Right. Eddie Kingston pull it right out of Arn's shirt.
He probably already has it. Arn doesn't even know it's gone. I mean, fuck, Eddie is from New Jersey, for fuck's sake.
Put tape on the handle. Throw it in the river.
This place is a dump. Are you sure it's not New Jersey? Is he throwing up gang signs?
Probably. I have no idea.
Ugh.
Peace, love, and happiness. Pro wrestling.
Moriarty.
He got like a baseball shirt on.
I guess. He had like some weird mask thing on his head, like a sheep.
What the fuck am I watching?
I don't know.
Why is this on TV? This is horse shit.
What did we care about 2 weeks ago? Stupid fuckface. I hate this guy already.
They need to quit putting this guy on fucking TV. He's on every week. Put him on black.
Something.
I haven't never seen this Moriarty guy before.
Yeah. I hope he goes to places all right.
All right, we got Moriarty out there with the, what's his name?
Robbie's talking about saying, D, your boy, my boy, that's all yours, Robbie. You can have him.
I like Leo.
Because I don't want anything to do with him.
I don't mind Leo. I actually like Leo.
Leo Rush and his spandex suit he has going on over there. Oh my God. Okay, yeah.
Leo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, are we talking about Lethal Weapon, Leo?
Yeah.
That's different. Joe Pesci's awesome.
This guy's, he's the exact same.
Vindicator's like, hey, the lone moderator is back. I know, right? Everybody died.
Dun,
Like,
dun,
Walter
dun.
disappeared, like, off the face of the earth.
It's a Wednesday that nobody wanted to be alive.
Walter was like, hey, I want to see Bryan Danielson win. And then he disappeared from the chat forever.
All right.
Just left. Gone forever.
Little leg sweep right there. This is terrible. What the fuck are they doing? Cuddling?
I don't know what that was, but I'm guessing that they borrowed it from their bedroom ways earlier today. Jeez.
Wonder if these guys are in a relationship with each other.
Are they?
I don't know.
I'm guessing.
That was supposed to be a swing at his face, but it was so slow that he had no choice but to grab it. Oh, this is terrifying.
As in how bad it is?
Yes. All right, please tag out. Don't ever stop wrestling. and get a cheering. This is not indie wrestling, guys. Stop acting like it.
Oh, something happening?
Leo Rush.
Why is he a moth?
Is that what it says? It says moth on his shirt, doesn't it?
Yes.
Maybe he's a high...
M-O-T-H?
Maybe because he's a high flyer.
I don't know. Oh my God, don't do this.
Nobody cares about you.
Oh my God, seriously.
Wow.
Phil says...
He is so stinking quick.
XWWE.
What?
Phil says, do you see ex-WWE superstars AEW going back to WWE or Russell?
Yes.
Or Russell somewhere else besides AEW? What do you think? Yeah, I mean, it could happen.
Everybody's going to end up everywhere over the next 5 to 10 years. Unless you're talking about, like, right now.
Film says, I want to see Bryan Danielson in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And Pickle says, do you think Ricochet would thrive in this roster or just be another flippy floppity guy?
He's a little bit bigger than a lot of these guys, so I think he could thrive. But there's just no room for it.
Right.
Now, they've flooded it. Vince did it right. He was perfect in his plan.
Right. Whatever
he just dumped athletes right into him. Said, "Here you go." And they signed everybody. They just ate it up. They were like, "What's her name? What's her name? Beautiful black lady. She does this."
Beautiful black lady who does that.
Yeah, she just wrestled.
Like tonight?
No, like Friday.
Belair?
She's in AEW.
Oh, she's Jade Cargill?
No, the other one.
Red Velvet.
Red Velvet.
Films like Red Velvet.
Yes.
Sometimes Travis has to give me a little bit more than what he gives me because I'm like, there's so many pretty black ladies. I'm like, I don't know which one. Vindicator says wrestling is such a copycat business. Leo dressing like a Power Ranger, just like Kofi. It's so weird. Tell everybody it's weird, Dalethea. I already said it was weird that he was in his onesie over there. Didn't you hear what I said? I was like, and then Leo over there in his onesie.
Double Russian leg sweeps.
Pico's like he's man of the hour. Phil says, I got you, Travis. It's Red Velvet. You're talking about Red Velvet. And Pico is like, oh, yep, red. Just eating it up. Eating it up.
That's what Vince did. He just stirred up his stuff and gave it all to AEW and said, there you go. And they ate it up.
And then he released some people where they probably should have been like, oh, wait a minute. Shit.
Well, I got to sign them too. And now, we got Kevin Owens coming up soon, and we got to go sign O'Reilly, and good luck, guys. Keep signing them. Keep signing them.
They're saturating their pool too much, and now they're back to not using the people they should be using.
And then when your top athletes go to sign, they have no money.
I just don't understand. I get it that Tony Khan is like, oh, hey, we should, and he makes, like, decisions or whatever.
Right.
But in all reality, you would think at some point that some of those guys would be like, yeah, no, we're not going to pick up this guy.
No, they want all those indie guys. They want every guy that was ever on the indie scene. That's what they're going for. So you're going to get your O'Reillys and your Johnny Wrestlers and your Kevin Owenses and stuff. And it's just like, okay, have fun with it.
I don't know.
Kevin Owens is different, by the way.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens is a guy that I could see doing very well. He could be a world champion.
Alita's in the chat now.
Hey,
Alita,
there she is. Asked
how's
about her
it going?
earlier.
Wonder where you were at earlier. Are you doing okay? Film says it was weird because FTR hate wearing goofy gimmicks, but they don't mind doing it in AEW, not WWE. AEW, they have more creative control over their stuff, where in WWE, they did not.
No. And they had to keep losing to really bad tag teams, and they did not like the Lucha House Party.
Yeah. Vindicator says, Travis Dalethea, how would you rate Dynamite so far on a scale of 1 to 10?
4. It's been terrible tonight. This is the worst show that I've seen on Dynamite. This reminds me of a Black or a Rampage.
Vindicator says, hi, Alita, feeling better. Robbie says KO needs a push.
What?
And
Two.
Alita says,
he just got one. Did you watch Monday? He attacked Big E as a heel.
Yeah, like he attacked him. Major attacked him.
That is awesome.
Yeah, Robbie, weren't you around on Monday?
Yeah, he's getting a major push. I mean, I would love to see him take the title.
Alita says, in the hospital. What do you mean you're in the hospital? You were in the hospital?
You are or is?
You were? Are you home? Like you had to go to the hospital? Are you okay now?
Don't be going to the hospital and getting sick. That's what happens at hospitals.
Vindicator says, yep, Kevin Owens is just a guy. Film says, how do you balance between an indie wrestler versus veteran wrestler?
Well, like, what's the difference, or how do you balance a roster?
He just says, how do you balance between an indie wrestler versus veteran wrestler? Maybe like when you buy them in or bring them over, maybe something like that.
So, what I look for in the two is if you're going to do the indie guys, it's okay. Like Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin types, they're fine. But you can't build your roster around them. But then when you bring them in and you do start building your roster around them, like your Adam Coles and your Daniel Bryans and those guys, you don't have any size. So therefore, you have to bury all your top competitors that are big guys. If you notice, they don't show any guys that are big. Wardlow isn't that big of a guy.
No.
When did we see Lance Archer last?
He came down that one time and that was it. And that was a few weeks ago.
You don't get to see Lance Archer. Brian Cage isn't that tall, but you still don't get to see him. When was Will Hobbs on last?
Yeah, haven't seen him for a while either. Where's Sean Spears and all that
What
stuff?
about the dinosaur?
The Luchasaurus. He was just out there.
He's
had a few matches. He came down and saved Jungle Boy.
Oh, okay.
But they've had a few matches with him.
Right, but they're trying to keep the size away from the roster so the guys don't look so tiny. But every guy in this match right here is fucking tiny. And that's where it's not realistic. Because what ends up happening is the fans that are there live can beat up a wrestler. Right? Mm-hmm. Like in the old days, you couldn't beat up a wrestler.
Right.
Can you imagine if a fan tried to attack fucking a wrestler in the 80s? They would get hurt bad. Sure. And nowadays, it's like, if somebody would beat up Leo Rush so bad that he'd have to be hospitalized.
Right. Just real quick, Walter's leaving. So bye, Walter.
See you, Walter.
Thanks for hanging with us. We'll see you on Friday, bud.
And so it just makes for a bad product when all your wrestlers can be beat up. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's over. Leo Rush and the other guy won the match. And I know the other guy's name. I'm just not going to give him the 2 cents to say it.
Moriarty got the...
But Moriarty...
Moriarty was pinned. Somebody needs to burn that thing off his arm.
No, don't.
Piccolo says, hey, Alita. Robbie says, D always states the obvious. I don't remember stating any obvious. Alita says, Piccolo, and Alita says, is in the hospital?
Oh, she's at the hospital.
You're in the hospital right now? Is that what you're saying?
That's what
Film
means.
says, what? And Alita says, true. Walter said that. And Film says, what are you talking about, Piccolo? Vindicator says later, Walter. Film says, Kevin Owens debuts a new title. Piccolo's like, take care of Walter. Film's like, Walter. And Piccolo says, every walk the dinosaur.
Boom, boom.
Film's like, that dude is
boom,
legit.
boom,
Walter's
boom,
a cool guy. Alita's like, beat up. And yes, she is in the hospital. I'm sorry.
Oh, Miro's a bigger guy that we do get to see.
I'm sorry.
But he's still not a huge guy, right?
Right. No, he's not ginormous.
But Miro's the one guy. Eddie Kingston, John Moxley. Those guys get in a fight with a fan. That fan's getting hurt. Like, parts of his body are going to get broken. Uh-huh. Right? Like, Miro could hold his own in a fight.
Pico says, I don't care how difficult some guys are. Braun was talented and Keith Lee is talented and knows how to move. Okay, so I really don't think the whole crap about Keith Lee, like, being difficult is true. I don't think that stuff's true. Braun, I'm not sure about. I don't know how, like, anything about that, but I just don't see Keith Lee as being a difficult person to work with in the back. Like, all of a sudden, he just became this, like, douchebag that you can't handle being around after he was a champion and came up from NXT and all that stuff. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah. I mean, I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, Lita's like, just got admitted. Oh.
What do you have?
I'm sorry.
What's wrong?
Yeah, why are you in the hospital, honey? That's not fun at all. I'm sorry.
Hopefully you're not sick.
Hope you get better soon. As Piccolo says, take it easy. And Philip says, hope you feel better. And Philip says, what if the Insane Clown Posse in AEW?
Aren't they like 80? They were in WCW in the mid-90s.
Aren't they a rap or music group? Okay. Luke talks about him a lot. Sometimes he's a big fan. Alita says poor circulation. Oh, dang it. Well, poop on a stick.
Need to get you moving more, sweetie.
Piccolo says you don't have to put your personal stuff out on Front Street. Get better soon. She doesn't have to give me every reason. I just wanted to make sure she didn't have, like...
This.
I don't. She wasn't going to the hospital for, like, unicorn sprinkles or something stupid. But I'm sorry, it's poor circulation. That sucks. Film says ICP were legit.
At wrestling?
Were they so legit they couldn't quit?
Too legit. Too legit to quit. Too legit. Too legit to quit. Hey, hey. Too legit.
Were they that legit? I'm kidding. I feel old.
It's Deion Sanders days.
As Alita says, no sprinkles. Good. Keep it that way. Don't be getting it in the hospital, because that's usually where you get it.
Right, that's where all the sick people go.
This film says ICP and Lucha Bros versus Inner Circle would be an interesting match. Yes, an old people with some young people against some other middle to old people. Fantastic matches.
Put it together.
All the geriatrics out there.
Book it.
ICP coming down in their rascals.
Dressing like clowns. Looking like John Wayne Gacy. Should build a roller coaster in our backyard, huh?
Why?
It just looked fun.
You put Meg on it and make her really cry about her life. I was like, oh, haha, yeah, I don't see the old ICP. Come on. Just have those old geriatrics out there coming down to their rascals. Beep, beep.
Here comes the FTR. This is Dak Harwood. Dax Harwood. No Cash Wheeler at all. Maybe he's getting his arm operated on.
Why
get rid of those AAA belts. It's ridiculous. Oh, he almost went after that fan.
He almost went after that little kid. Oh, that's just mean. I know he's a bad guy, but that's so mean. That poor little kid.
They go out there later. You know they do.
I know, but still.
I'll send him a signed shirt. Tully.
All the wrestlers are banned from ringside. What? Pico's like, Cornette loves this intro. Yeah.
This is like one of the dumbest match ideas ever.
Pico says ICP, didn't they drink Fio a lot?
I can't remember what they did.
Figo? I don't know what that is.
The Bastard Pack. So Pac's coming down to the ring. He's the singles wrestler. He's going to absolutely decimate Dax Harwood.
He should.
But Dax will do something.
Right. Bob says, but I do like the WWF version of ICP entrance. And Film says, give those of the guys. No, I meant to say, yes, those are the guys. Those are the
This is exactly what Bilbo Baggins looks like in the book. When he's going up against Schmog.
Does he look just like that?
Schmog.
He looks just like him.
That's how I picture him. So, I guess I just don't remember the book when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So as I'm just sitting there reading along, I haven't seen the movies yet, you know.
The Hobbits?
And so I thought Bilbo fucking killed the dragon. I just thought that's how it worked. How does the dragon die?
I don't know, but I know he doesn't kill him.
Right? So, absolutely nothing to fucking do with them at all. Like, it has nothing. Like, the dragon dies in a completely different city.
Huh. All right, Alita, I'm sorry you don't have a charger, hun. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Get out of the hospital soon. Feel better. Hopefully they get things circulating well for you, honey.
Get it circulating.
Hopefully we'll get to see you on Friday. Take care.
Bye-bye. Thinking about you.
Film says also like the WCW version, call a chicken hunting. Because that's what I miss. Some goofy WCW characters like Disco or Inferno or the Cat.
All right. Billy Kidman.
They could probably pull it off in here, but they're just...
That's why I liked, what's his name?
They're just
Raven.
Too weird, I guess.
Quoth Raven. I always liked Raven in WCW. Mm-hmm. He just sat in the crowd. Just watched front row.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
That was his... That's all he did as a wrestler?
Oh, he wrestled. He was badass, but that's how they started playing him up. Like, how you started seeing him. He's just this guy that was in the front row every show.
Huh.
And then he started doing quotes and...
He was memorizing the Raven.
Possibly.
Quote the Raven. Nevermore.
Right.
And he'd say it in third person. Quote the Raven. Nevermore.
Because he is the Raven. Because he is Raven.
Pope says he's going chicken hunting. We going chicken hunting. Yeah, I don't have any clue.
I love that they stumbled into Goldberg. You know, and that's Kevin Sullivan's fine there. You got to hand that all to Kevin Sullivan, which is just so weird to think about. Because he was a wrestler at the time, and so you would have never thought that he was their big idea pusher. Especially with Hulk Hogan there.
Right.
Because you can't do anything with Hulk Hogan being there.
Oh.
Because Hogan ran the show.
Piccolo says, Raven had his flock, and everybody looked sick or grungy.
Right. It was definitely the grunge era.
Which is weird, because ravens are very proud birds.
Okay, nothing. He looked like Guns N' Roses just morphed over to freaking... what's that group? Nirvana.
Phil says Raven
My mind
didn't
will
do
come
so
back,
good
guys.
at WWF. Probably because they didn't like gimmicks.
Yeah, WWF doesn't like anything that Vince didn't create.
It's no fun.
They brought Dusty Rhodes over to the American Dream and put him in polka dots. Like, Vince doesn't like anything he didn't create.
Phil says, does everybody remember the Ravens thing with the Dudley Seven Sins?
I do.
I don't, because I don't know anything about any of it.
We'll start watching some old stuff.
Please no.
WCW was awesome.
I have had enough wrestling throughout the week. And it's going to be a long-ass weekend of wrestling. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday
Monday.
twice, possibly.
That's different. I mean, it's still wrestling, but it's, production wrestling.
Right.
Stuff, but it's not the same. Yeah, physical. Just forearms to each other's faces right now. Go freaking
Big right hand.
Harwood, he hurt himself.
Is this our main event?
No.
Holy shit.
I told you, the contract signing is probably going to be the main event.
That's not a main event. It's just the ending.
Philip says, what if Cody Rhodes wanted to get his father's legacy back from WWE? Well, there'll be a lot.
He had his chance. When he was trading shit to Vince, he should have just done it then.
He probably was like, you know what? I don't care if you want to do stuff in my father's name, but I'm taking my name back. Fuck you.
He did.
But I know. That's what I mean, though. Like, I just want to be able to call myself Cody Rhodes. You don't own
the American dream.
Name. You know?
I guess this is like a 4-day event.
Cool. That looks kind of fun.
Oh, I'm super excited
for it. The 4-night event begins November 28th. You know what we're doing?
For 4 days.
For 4 days.
We'll do it live, guys. Just kidding.
Pickle says, when nothing was on Wednesdays, yeah, I tried to ask my other wrestling stream to go on and rewatch old pay-per-views. It never came to be.
You know, I have a friend that always wants to do that. Watch old pay-per-views and then do them on here. But I just don't know if I could do it. Have to find a day. It'd have to be like a Sunday night.
It would have to be a time when I wasn't here. I'm done with wrestling. I can do what we do, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm burnt out. I can't watch the rest of this. Feels like, oh, WWE, when they'll ever pull themselves out of the ground. Never.
It's funny because they're the one that created the ground that they need to be pulled out of.
Right.
It's like a false ground. This match is still going on. This is ridiculous.
During this commercial
this is a
break,
fucking tag team wrestler going this well against Pac. Pac's supposed to be a singles wrestler.
Right, and Dax has always been a
tag team
wrestler. So it's not like he kind of was a singles wrestler at some point and then became one or something. Philip says, when will WWE dust themselves off and make themselves great again?
It's hard to say. They need to start with a new Raw champion.
Philip's like, I don't blame you, Misty. We all get burned out from wrestling sometimes. It's not my first pick of things to watch. Let's put it that way. Chris Akane's in the chat. Hey, Chris says, what's up, Travis and D? Has Take come out yet?
Yes.
Dude, yes, you missed it.
Like second or third match of the night.
Like, you missed it. You missed all the girls. They came out
They
already.
all came out together. Anna Jay, Take Thunder Rosa, Jamie Hayter, Rebel, and Britt Baker in DMD.
Yeah, all of them. All of them were out there. You missed it. Philip says, come on, Pac. Get her done, man.
Yeah, hurry it up, Pac.
Yeah, my God. Just end this already. Nobody cares about this garbage. I'm just kidding.
Well, this match means nothing either. This is supposed to be a go-home show.
Yeah. Pickle says when someone lets go of the reins or goes 6 feet under.
I don't know if that's necessarily it, guys, because if he leaves and they do the same shit that AEW is doing, it's going to go bad quick.
Yeah.
So, if anything, be grateful that he is still around.
Right.
Because he doesn't allow shit like this to happen. Oh, Brainbuster off the top!
Chris says, damn, all of them out there sounds like heaven. His film says, we love the ladies. Film says, woo.
Yes, yeah. Lots of ladies. Lots of love.
Yeah, that happened earlier. You missed it. Missed out on all of it. And Tay Conte's team won.
She did. She pinned Rebel, or yes. Reba.
And Britt let it happen.
She had a chance to get in there, but she was scared.
Yeah, she didn't do it. She left it.
There's some blood on Dak's chest.
Yeah. Yes, that's how physical it's been. It's been so physical that right now they're taking a nap. That's how physical it is.
They both have bloody chests.
Philip says it's okay. I'll catch up for the next time. Yes. Catch up for next time.
Going up top. Pac's going to end it right here. Nope.
Nope, he's got to tired. He's got to take a nap first. He had to wait until he got up first before he could jump on him. I gotcha.
Missile drop kick right to the back.
Pickle's like, it's been a good match. Just haven't paid attention.
It's just long. It needs to go away.
Travis is very, very impatient right now tonight with the long matches they're having. Okay, normally their long matches means that they have a lot of like action and stuff's happening, but it's been very kind of like lackluster in the matches. They are going this long. It seems like they're kind of slow.
They're wasting time.
Yeah. And he's like, oh.
And it's evident that they're wasting time on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't flow.
Mm-hmm.
Give him some brass knuckles or something.
Yeah, the FTR does have a match. I mean, it isn't a...
Yes.
It's not like... And, no, it makes sense, right? Except for the fact that he's going up against Pac because Pac's not involved. But Pac is part of Lucha Bros, kind of, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense that they're going
there
up
against
him.
Is that enough?
But is he going to be able to...
No, Pac just gets that.
Let's see. Film says, I want to see Rebel have her own singles match and Britt Baker can do her thing by herself.
Yeah, that's not happening anytime soon.
No.
But maybe in the new year.
Ouch. Maybe. Depending.
We've seen Aubrey quite a bit tonight.
Yeah.
In the past, we've only seen her a couple times.
Is this her third match tonight?
I don't know. I've seen her out there quite a bit, though.
Rope-a-dope. Yeah,
the old rope-a-dope.
Mm-hmm.
You ready for 4 hours of wrestling on Saturday of this?
No.
Long matches.
Mm.
Oh, Pac slipped. Went down. Dax Harwood. What's he doing here?
Making him sit side saddle.
All right, little backdrop coming up from the top, all the way up top. Just a backdrop. That was very
Them says all I have to do
lackluster wrestling here.
Yeah. All I have to do is make Britt Baker DMD unstoppable. But I do not want to see Rebel versus Britt Baker. Thumbs down. Because they are friends no matter what.
No, they're not. Rebel's going to turn on her at some point. I don't think they're friends. Mm-mm. She uses her too much. Mm-hmm. Britt's a people user.
She was so mean to her. Remember when she first started being her, like, helper?
Uh-huh.
Oh, God, she was so mean to her. She called her by the wrong name all the time. That's where the whole
Reba,
not Rebel, or Rebel, not Reba thing came from.
Gut wrench suplex. Oh, big clothesline. Slingshot, powerbomb. 1, 2. Pat kicks out.
Yeah, his willingness to sacrifice.
Sacrifice. Have another sacrifice.
I don't want another sacrifice. I'm full.
Just have another sacrifice.
No more sacrifice.
Look at you, you're skinny.
Phil says, unless if you make Britt Baker a babyface and let Rebel be heel.
Nah, that's not.
No. That'll never happen. I don't know how Britt Baker would ever become nice, but I don't think that'll work out for her as a character.
It'll be the end of her career. That's when she goes off and makes babies.
That's when she's done.
2 and...
he barely fell out of it. They ran out of time. They ran out of time where he tapped?
He didn't do anything. They rang the bell.
I know. He wasn't doing
That was a botch, obviously.
I didn't see anything.
He forgot. He didn't tap, and they just rang the bell.
Yeah, that was weird.
And then he started tapping.
He's like, I'm tapping his head right here. No, and if he tapped with his other hand, we never saw it. Which I guess he could have, but...
No, he was holding it. Like, you could tell he wasn't ready to tap yet. Aubrey the bell had already rung.
I know, and he's like surprised. He's like, oh, am I supposed to be tapping?
Oh, the lights are out!
What's going on? Is it Malachi?
Malachi.
Is it Malachi?
Malachi.
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 It's gotta be Malachi.
It's gotta be Malachi. It's the only one that makes the lights go out on here.
It's Malachi.
Malachi. No, it is Malachi.
It is Malachi.
And Andrade.
And Andrade. We just call them the old WWE guys.
Andrade el Idolo.
Andrade Flair and...
Andrade the Idol. Old Malachi Black. Beating up poor Pac.
Oh, Cody coming down.
People in the audience are just like staring at the ring and don't even notice him. They're like, oh my god, there he is! Like after he's ran by him like 5 flights of stairs.
Right.
That's actually pretty funny.
It's Cody! Lucha Bros out there cleaning house with Cody.
As Piccolo said, will Cody come out?
Yes, he
just
will.
Did. It happened. Film says, hey, Misty, do you believe in the Mandela effect?
Mandela effect.
Oh, Mandela effect.
I don't know if she understands what it is.
Travis probably tried to explain it to me.
It basically just means that we're in alternate universes almost all the time. And so, it's so of our memories aren't even remotely close to true because of the dimension we're in.
Right.
So it's pretty cool looking at some stuff from like your childhood and it's not the same as you remember it and you're like, what the fuck? And it's because of the Mandela effect.
Like looking at stuff from your childhood in what way? Like you had a video of it or something?
Yeah, anything.
Or
like something you remember, like the Lucky Charms man. Yeah, then you go watch it and you're like, oh, he used to have an IP. The Motley Crue guy, that guy on the board game that you don't like, Monopoly. The Monopoly man. So people are like, oh yeah, the Monopoly man. You know, with the eyepiece and all that. He never had an eyepiece.
He never had a monocle. The Peanut guy has a monocle.
Right, but that's not what we're
Mr.
talking
Peanut
about.
has a monocle.
But everybody remembers him having it, but he never had it. Anyways, you don't. That's the Mandela effect.
Oh, not everyone though. You're saying
yes.
Some people do remember it.
Right, and then it's whatever. There's a million of them.
Weird. Vindicator's like, oh no, Travis is yawning. That's a sign of mediocre show, right?
Not necessarily. It means I'm not getting enough oxygen, I think.
Sophie says, what do you guys do when wrestling isn't on to watch?
I try to read.
Hi, housework. Go to work.
Used to watch TV a lot, but I haven't really been. I started watching a little bit more just because I've been sick over the last 7 days, but it's so weird.
It depends. Sometimes I watch shows. I'll binge watch something for a while or maybe play a game or read books or crochet or cook or bake or... Anyways. Film says, if Bliss comes back from her surgery, I hope she doesn't get released. I'll be really upset. I hope that doesn't happen. She's not going to get released, my friend. She'll be fine. Unless she does something really, like, that pisses them off, like, because she's mad or something. She's not going to. Sophie says, I heard of the Mandela effect before. I don't understand or believe in it. Vindicator says, nothing like an 8-man brawl and match promos to close out the show as the low-hanging fruit to make people come back for next week's potential snoozer. There wasn't an 8-man tag match, though, or anything like that, so...
There was not.
Phil says Travis is on the right track. Ding, ding, ding. You're correct, Travis. And Piccolo says, I don't think MJF will lose 2 pay-per-views in a row.
No. He wins this.
There's no way if they do, if they fucking have Darby Allin fucking win this garbage, oh my god, I might throw up. Sophie's like, and Edwin Pereira's in the chat. Hey, Edwin says this Saturday at AEW Full Gear, they will be a huge surprise. Yeah, there's going to be a huge surprise at the pay-per-view.
Is it going to be Bray?
It's a good time to do that huge surprise. Sophie says, it's weird that we are getting the Winter Olympics in 22 since we just got the Summer Olympics the past summer.
Japan dropped the ball. China's not going to.
It's supposed to stay on track as it's supposed to. That's just how it is. They aren't going to change it because one year, one time around, they fucked up. Vehicle says, oh yeah, Edwin Pereira, you have the scoop. Right? And Vindicator
He's
says,
all over it.
But I guess the lack of oxygen makes me a little sleepy too. So I guess I will end it here, guys. We will see if me and Travis can stay awake for a full episode of Friday Night SmackDown with Raw recaps.
I sure hope so.
Totally.
Oh, shit. They're young boys. That's funny. They actually use that because it's so indie wrestling.
Yeah.
Carrying the bags.
As Pico says, take care of Vindicator. Vindicator says, see you then.
Look at the guy in the front row right there. He's like a Tony Schiavone look like.
A little bit, huh?
I think he's dressing that way on purpose.
Either that or maybe he's related. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Pico says, take care
Here
of
comes Adam
Vindicator.
Page.
Phil says, I was watching a YouTube video from Implemon on the Fruit of the Loom. Sophie says, with the Winter Olympics coming, that could affect both AEW and WWE ratings and pay-per-view buys. Vindicator says, take cola. You made me thirsty now. LOL. I mean, take care, I mean.
You're right. It could, but I doubt it would. There's not going to be anything really on those shows that are going to get in the way. I think it's February 3rd through the 20-something, the Olympics.
For the Winter Olympics. Film says you should totally check it out. Type in Implemon YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's fun stuff to watch. Like we all grew up watching Sinbad become a genie, and it never happened.
He should just be a genie. What the fuck?
Who
has it been?
Who's been better than him over the last 365? Should I make a list?
I don't know.
It's going to be pretty big.
It's going to be big.
It's going to be a pretty
Your life, my list
substantial.
Is gonna be epic.
It's going to be a substantial list.
Substantial. Of who made that list.
Because he hasn't done shit with the title.
Oh, Imp Lemon. Okay, I get it now. It was like Imp is short. Emperor Lemon for short. Imp Lemon.
Imp.
Imp Lemon. Imp Lemon. Implement. Implement.
Implement.
Implement.
Hey, look. They're trying to make fun of Roman Reigns here. Head of the table style.
Yeah, they totally are, jerks. Because it's a square table, not a round one. Pickle says, I think 40% of my YouTube is wrestling, 40% movie reactions, 20% silly dog vids.
There you go.
Sophie says, do you see the Winter Olympics getting more viewers than the Summer Olympics did?
I watch it more. So, yeah, just because it's inside. It's cold at the time.
Yeah.
The gymnastics in the summer was a huge letdown in America. So, yeah. Where the figure skating hopefully won't be.
Right.
And the Russians in figure skating are usually fantastic.
Yeah, they don't have crybaby quitters when it comes to that. So, I don't really think
they have two of the top ice skaters in the entire world.
I don't see the Russians quitting, so for any particular reason. As Phil says, I'm not going to watch the Olympics this year. It may get political. Sophie says, I think 50% of my YouTube watching is wrestling videos, 40% video game playthroughs, and 10% music videos.
Wow. I don't watch music on there at all.
I don't. Huh. I do if I want to look up a song. Well, but other than that, I don't watch anything else music related on YouTube. I couldn't even tell you what mine is.
I just watch random shit.
I know, right? I'm like, I do have places I follow, but I don't even really watch a lot of those anymore.
I watch weather every morning about 5:30. There's this guy from West YouTube? Virginia that posts a weather every morning. And so I watch my weather from West Virginia. It's the whole state or the whole country. It's weather.
Ooh, your insecurities and failures. You wouldn't be where you are. Phil says, I don't remember the Olympics getting political. It's usually not political, but patriotism. Phil says, I think they're trying to censor patriotism in the Olympics. Shame on them.
Of course they are.
Of course they are. They don't want you to have pride in America. Why would they want that? They want to destroy America. America wants to destroy America.
It'll be fine. They just probably don't want the chance of, let's go Brandon. But there won't be many of that because it's in China.
Because says, remember how music videos were a big deal? When
it
was on MTV.
I grew up watching MTV. That was the shit.
Sophie says, I don't watch any of the Olympics unless it's on something before whatever I'm going to watch.
Oh, wow. Says, you're missing out on a lot of stuff. I have to watch. There's certain things that I have to watch. And the Olympics winter ones, there's so much that I love. The snowboarding, the skiing, the downhill slalom.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we watched a few of
girls
those
and
last
boys.
Winter Olympics. Those were pretty good when they were in Korea.
Bodie Miller.
I still have my little things from that Olympics. Yeah. Little dolls that I wanted so bad. Phil says, I love my country. Sophie says, I get my weather information on the phone. And Rally says, did you see Trey Baxter's story? He got released the same day he chatted to GCW. Got booked on a GCW show the first day his non-compete finishes, advertised and everything. Good for him.
Huh. I don't even know who that is.
I don't even know who the hell Trey Baxter is.
Obviously an NXT guy.
Yeah, you tell him. Oh, you did out of necessity because you care. That's like an abusive man saying, I hate you because I care. I kept you down because I care. Don't do it! Don't do it!
Somebody gonna be under the table.
They're supposedly all were supposed to have been out of the building.
There's a clean handshake.
Uh-huh.
He just leaves the belt.
He didn't even sign it. Oh, the camera guy.
Is that, what's his name?
It's Don Callis.
Don Callis, looking good with that goatee. Oh, he ripped his facial hair off.
So is he not going to sign the contract or something?
Oh, he'll sign it.
Sophie says I watched.
Oh, he's signing it with his blood.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
He signed it in his blood. That's gangsta shit.
I guess. Oh my goodness. That's just so
That's how I'm signing my next.
All right, anyways,
mortgage.
guys. So AEW's Full Gear pay-per-view is this weekend on Saturday, the 13th of November, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah. That's what we'll be doing on Saturday. Well, yeah. We'll probably be doing some predictions earlier during the day, just depending on Joe's schedule, so we're going to try to get that done. We will be here, though, for Friday for WWE's SmackDown, so please join us then. And you guys have a good rest of your week. Make it to Friday, guys.
We'll see you on Friday. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gap. Bye-bye.
Bye.